Welcome to internet-tutors.org. Today's video I am going to explain you one of the most important interview question which has been asked in the Oracle interview question. But the cluster and non-cluster index is a part of a SQL server and SQL MySQL database topic. But still the interviewer are asking you for the position of Oracle SQL PLSQL interview. So because this is the important, because when I talk about the indexes, so they have asked me the question about what the roles you are doing in the previous company, what the roles you are doing in this present company. So I speak about some indexes topics, so they have fired me a questions related to a cluster and non-cluster index. So I will talk to that. So it is an important question which has been asked as an indexing topic. Introduction. In the SQL server, primary key automatically builds the cluster index on the column. Whenever you create a table with the primary key, just column name on the primary key, the cluster index will be created automatically. There will be only one cluster index per table. Just like in a table there is one primary key, similar manner there is one cluster index per table. It is used to sort the data of table alphabetically as like a dictionary structure. Have you seen the dictionary? A letter starts with, after that B, after C, D, E, F, up to X, Y, Z. Okay, similar manner, all in the ascending order, not in the descending order. But when you go to the last page of dictionary, so all will be in the descending order. The single table can contain multiple non-cluster indexes. It collects the data and record at one place simultaneously. Cluster index, it is a kind of a special type of index which reorders the way that record of data of the table are physically stored to match which an index. Whenever the primary key constraint is created on the table, database engine by auto create the cluster index. View or data are sorted based on the key and values stored the data permanently on the disk. I want to say that in the cluster index, the data are permanently stored on the disk, and it is when the primary key constraint is created on the table, the database engine automatically create the cluster index. So we will check the practical also lab in the upcoming video. So at that point time you will get a example of cluster non-cluster index, so your concept will become more clear fully. So cluster index, it is created only the 2 points below condition are satisfied. Move data or file in the secondary memory should be a sequential and properly sorted fashion. Means whatever the data file which have been moved in the secondary movement should be in sequentially and in the properly sorted in the ascending order. Key value should be exist and ensure that no duplicate or repeated values are allowed. Means there should be no duplicate or repeated values, or key values are like that placed. Composite index is called as one cluster index which is present on the multiple columns. Insert update operation is slow in cluster index. Non-cluster index, it is a kind of a special type of index in which logical order of the index does not get matched with the physical store on disk. It contains the finer pointer which contain the index number in the memory space. Index number will be increased each time when new records are inserted in the table. Data engine automatically creates this index whenever the table is created with an unique key constraint. It does not store the data permanently on the disk. It is just like book index. Book index contains chapter name and page number. In order to read particular topic or chapter, you need to go to particular chapter name, page number. There is need to go to each and every page number. Data index are not stored in the same place or location. In other words, they are having another place or location. Since data and non-cluster index are stored separately, multiple cluster index in the table. Cluster index, non-cluster index, it is faster than non-cluster index. Non-cluster index, it is slower than the cluster index. Cluster index, less memory is required to execute the operation. Non-cluster index, more memory is required to execute the operation. Cluster index, ability to store the data on the disk natural. Non-cluster index does not have data to store on the disk naturally. Cluster index data sheet are stored in the leaf modes. Non-cluster index data sheets are not stored in the leaf modes. It is the main data. Index is the main data. Leaf nodes are itself actual data. Leaf nodes are not itself actual data. Instead, it contains the multiple column. Cluster key will define the order of data within the table. Index key will define the order of table within the index. By default, the primary key of table is said to be cluster index. Composite key used with the unique constant of the table as acts as a non-cluster index. It is more preferred for a static data environment. It is more preferred for dynamic data environment. It contains an index ID which is equal to 0. It contains an index ID which is greater than 0 in the non-cluster index. So these are the important point. I will also provide you in the description. Please try to at least compare it and memorize this point, because in the interview you have to give some points. And the next coming question chapter, in the next coming video, I will going to just give you the practical explanation, so you can mostly easily remember the concept, and you can at least, because interviewer also does not have so much time to see this long pending point, so it is better to learn the conceptual point. So it is, so by going to this all the cluster non-cluster index, you will get an at least overview and idea about, you can say something. I hope that, so that please comment it in the comment section whether you like this video or not, and please subscribe my YouTube channel for the new coming videos. Thank you.